Hello everybody! Our names are Oля and Daniel, and we represent the student of Bukovinian conference. We would like to share our experience in our service with all of you.
It began in 2017 when we found that there was PSM and the service of youth in our hometowns. We immediately inspired and started working in this direction as well. We had to review the service of students in the place we lived.
Nobody had the slightest idea back then what was waiting for us in the future. So we started to organize meetings for young people outside the church. We invited interesting speakers and our friends who weren't Adventists.
During those meetings, we were discussing the topics which relevant to the students. At the end of each speech, hot tea and cookies helped us to create home atmosphere. It made it easier to make new friends. That's how we met new people and new opportunities to tell others about God.
Next step was organizing PSM weekend and special evening meeting. The main aim of which was to make all young people close friends and to enrich them spiritually. Ola, what was the thing that you liked the most about those meetings?
You know, Daniel, I like the atmosphere the best. I was comfortable like at home. I was always warm there and felt true love there.
We enjoy spending time together while reading the words of the Lord and planning our future.
In 2019, the PSM organization of Chernice, incorporating with Jeremy's project, opened Student Church. We had two main goals: to keep young people Adventists at church and invite our non-Adventist people like friends and group mates.
Each Tuesday, the students organize a meeting where everybody could be a speaker for a while.
Daniel, tell us how you felt when you organized your own meeting.
It wasn't the first time for me to be a speaker at YAS meeting, but I must say that the topic I had chosen for discussion was first of all for me, as God always speaks at first for us and then through our lives to others.
Let's talk about another projects, like Food for All, for example. What it's about?
The title speaks by itself. Students came to supermarket and tried to find people who need some help. We paid for their purchases, and when they asked us why we were doing that, we answered that Jesus taught people to act so. We meet different people and our lives were full of various experiences.
We also visited orphanages. Emotions we had there are difficult to describe. And the most important things that children needed was attention, support and hugs. We become true friends. We enjoy playing games with them and spending time together.
Once we even organized art cafe. Candles, garlands, food, friendly atmosphere and thoughts about God's plan in our lives made that meeting unforgettable. Honestly speaking, we planned it in one way, but God showed us that we had to change our vision. It was the lesson of resignation and obedience. God has taught us to hear His voice and to do His will in all.
Thanks to small group meetings, which we organized online as well, our youth could see biblical stories in different lights and understand what the principles of God's character are.
During a long period of time, Adventist youth spent summer in church camp, the Yo camp. As we could feel God's support in our service at student church, we decided to become volunteers and help in building process. That's why this year the youth of Bukovina work as volunteers.
At the moment, according to the quarantine, we can't meet in the city, but according to all laws, we are allowed to spend time together in the camp.
So we spent our weekends there. We became stronger spiritually and share the light we have with others. Our team doesn't stop at this point though. We are looking for new methods of serving, so that to be able to bring the gospel to others according to a current situation.
Undoubtedly, There are some difficulties and obstacles on the way, but God transformed them to new opportunities. Even when there was some financial issue, we remembered the version from the Bible. Don't be anxious about anything, but in each situation, by prayer and a petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. God always keeps His promises. We have many new experiences in our service.
Even though we were sometimes in dead-end situation and we didn't know what was the right things to do, we prayed to God and waited for the answer. It was the test on our patience. You know, God always does everything better than we even expect, using His methods, of course. For His thoughts are not our thoughts, and His ways are not our ways.
We have seen God's support in everything. He led us and supported. Now, standing when we are, I can say with confidence, thus far the Lord has helped us.
Bye.